That's trashed. I've touched it enough. I don't touch anything without wheels. I'm saving that chain for my friends on the old mine road. I got the ramp and the hover component for lift. Now what I need is speed. I need that recoil booster.
What's wrong? Lead divers?
That should have a couple of good boosts left in it. My bike enough.
Souvenirs here. We got your hats. Sure. Take it for a spin. Just don't go out of range. We got your pennants. We got it all right here. Official Corley Motors merchandise. Our bunnies come with batteries included. Lovable little bunnies. The officially licensed bunny of the Corley Motors Smashatorium. We got your t-shirts here.
Looks like it's getting weak. It's out of juice.
All sizes and colors. Fill our handy beverage hats with your drink of choice. You'll be...
Excuse me, but are those shirts, are they all cotton?
Well, let's just see here. "100% cotton."
Oh, that's too bad. I'm allergic to cotton.
You big fella, come give our derby car a spin. Souvenirs to remind you. What can I get you?
Why all the lights down here?
We got a demolition derby tonight. First prize is a vintage Corley hardtail, completely restored by the old man himself. Yep.
What's this big arena doing way out here?
Corley built the Smashatorium so his employees could have some wholesome entertainment nearby. He sure took care of his employees. I got no idea what's going to happen to us now that he's gone.
I'm looking for a good souvenir.
Well, good souvenirs is all I got. What can I fix you up with?
How about that little car there?
It's small, but it's not cheap, my friend. You better just take it for a test drive to make sure.
Those shirts come in extra large?
No, but they're pre-shrunk.
No thanks. What do those pennants say on them?
Can't beat a Corley, they say. Kind of ironic, actually, considering how he died. Still, look great on your bedroom wall.
No walls. My bike is my home.
We could set you up with a little pole so you could make a flag, you know, for your back seat.
I'll think about it. Something small, furry, and yellow.
Sorry, this is the only set of teeth I got. Dang, there goes another one.
Bunnies, and plenty of them.
You want bunnies? I got your bunnies. How much you got on you?
Can I just take them out for a test drive?
I think you may not be ready for the kind of commitment that comes with a Corley Bunny Value Pack. Sorry, son. Do you actually have any money?
As much as I need. Seen any vultures around here?
Nah, we don't have much of a vulture problem here, even though their hideout is right up the road. They stay pretty much locked up in there. Not very social.
What's in the hat?
I don't know. Came filled with it. Probably some sort of packing material. Packs a punch, I'll tell you that much. Looky here. Nothing personal, but why don't you mosey along and stop scaring away all the other customers, all right?
Just clearing my throat.
Buy your kids a bunny so they'll shut up on the long drive home.
That's the old hardtail Mo restored with Malcolm. It's the exit. It only spins one way, and it's the wrong way. I'm not going in there. They all think I killed their beloved leader.
Don't be a cheap jerk. Buy something. If we don't got it, then it stinks.
Looks like something big's going on in there. The Corley Motors factory. Holy ground. Just like the cell doors in Solitary. Hey, open up. I'm here for the shareholders meeting.
Mr. Ripperger has postponed the meeting until Mr. Corley's murderers are apprehended. All the shareholders were notified.
Yeah. Well, I haven't checked my voicemail lately, Mac. That's one big door. Let me in.
Beat it.
Jerk. Let me in.
Beat it.
Jerk.
Pat the bunny. You know you want to. You just can't get this stuff anywhere else, folks. And it's cheap, too. I'm practically giving this loot away. What's a couple of bucks in exchange for a timeless memento? These souvenirs all have an expected appreciation rate of 300% per year.
It's meant for nuts. I'm saving that chain for my friends on the old mine road.
Don't crowd, everybody. There's enough for everyone. That's right. Official Corley Motors Smashatorium souvenirs.
hideout, on the other side of this field. I've heard a lot about the vultures. And I guess it's all true.
Don't go away empty-handed. Come on, give me a break. Fill our handy beverage hats with your drink of choice.
That should put some life into it.
Sure. Take it for a spin. Just don't go out of range. Souvenirs to remind you of your special Smashatorium adventure. All sizes and colors. Okay, that's far enough, bud. Hey, don't go in there. Now look what you did. The entrance is all the way through the factory. Hang on, little buddy. Daddy's coming.
Now it's just me and the bunnies. The minefield's been replanted. Tidy little vultures. I don't want to set off any of these boys. I don't want to set off any of these boys. No. don't think so. I hate surprises.
That's the guy I was telling you about, Susie.
You sure?
Yeah, that's the guy who killed my father.
All right, vultures, rack 'em up!
Let's rip him quick.
Listen, Mo, you're making a big mistake.
Oh, Ben, you're right. We shouldn't do this quickly. We should draw this out, don't you think, Susie?
Hey, I got all night. You heard her, kids. Let's draw this out.
Let me go, or else...
Or else what?
I'll call you names.
Ooh, like what?
Diaper Dynamo.
How... Where'd you hear that name?
Your father. He told me just before he died.
You bludgeoned my father and then talked about old times?
I didn't kill him. Ripburger did. A photographer took pictures, but her camera was stolen by the same thug that came after you.
I still have that roll.
Well, develop it, would you? While I still fit in my clothes?
Okay, you stay here.
Hey.
Sorry.
Yeah, well, don't sweat it.
I'm gonna get Ripburger even if I die trying.
No, we have to expose Ripburger at the shareholders meeting. That way, we take him down, we save my gang, and your father gets his dying wish. You take over Corley Motors.
Ripburger canceled the shareholders meeting. He made a statement to the press that there'd be no meeting until the murderers were brought to justice.
So, no shareholders meeting until we're both dead?
That could be arranged.
Okay, so here we go. Faking Ben and Maureen's death. Act 1, Scene 1. Adrian Ripburger, in a desperate attempt to lure our Maureen out of hiding, has developed the following lame-ass scheme. First prize at tonight's smash-up derby is a vintage hardtail that Mo restored with her dad. Rip hopes Mo will try to nab said bike on account of her sentimental attachment to it. So Ben and Mo play along, put on disguises, and enter the demolition derby, which ends tragically when their cars explode and both are presumed dead.
Question.
Please save your questions until the end. Now, the explosives in Mo's car can only be triggered by a head-on collision with Ben's car. This ejector seat projects Mo clear of the explosion, and she parachutes to safety.
Don't you think someone will notice her ejecting out of her car?
No, they'll all be watching you running around on fire.
Yeah, that's another question I have.
When your car explodes, you climb from it in flames and run around the stadium distracting the audience. In your cute little asbestos suit, of course.
That's some plan.
All right, then. Let's go blow you little darlings up.
All right, folks. Hang on to your chili dogs. seatbelts, cause it's time to start. The Corley Motors Smashatorium Amateur Driver Ultimate Destruction Maximum Carnage Marathon. Let's meet our crash cage gladiators. That mysterious-looking hooded figure wouldn't give us his real name. He prefers to be known as the Unknown Avenger. And that's just fine with us, isn't it, folks?
Oh, now I'm just embarrassed for them. Who do they think they're fooling with those ludicrous disguises?
And next to him is another masked newcomer. Please give a big Smashatorium salute to the Princess of Pile-Up, Doreen Schmorley.
Alright, boys. Sick 'em.
And finally, we have a last-minute addition to the lineup tonight. A deadly-looking team known as the Boom Boom Brothers.
Try and get away now.
All right now, are you ready to see some reckless driving? Are you ready to see some unnecessarily violent destruction? Then let the Demolition Derby begin.
Where are you, Ben?
Hang on, Mo. Here I come.
Get over here and nail me. Watch out for the Boom Boom Brothers, Mo. Ben, I can't avoid these other cars forever.
Stalled when I bounced off the roof. Looks like these babies have a glass jaw. brothers, it's all over.
Get him! What are you doing? Are you taking a nap? Idiots.
Okay, Mo. Time for our big finale.
Do it!
Now that's an explosion, ladies and gentlemen. Can't see any survivors yet. Wait, what's that? It's the unknown Avenger, and he's on fire! Let's give him a hand, folks. That looks painful. We really should put him out right away, but what a show, huh? He's still going. Holy humanity! I guess the Avenger never heard of stop, drop, and roll, huh?
That's the way out, but I can't get through that door.
Well, we should put help once it looks like the party's getting a little out of hand. The stadium seems to be catching fire, but let's all remain calm and... Yeah, you're right. Derby's over. Run for your lives!
Finally. Now, squish that firefly while he's hot.
Look at him run.
Did you get him?
We finally got him, Bolus. That means Ripburger has to make us vice presidents now, like he promised, and give us 10,000 shares of stock each. Funny smell. What's that? The temperature light?
Well, on the bright side, I just made 20,000 shares of stock. Time to start the shareholders meeting.
Where's the hardtail?
All over the floor, Mr. Avenger.
What? What happened to your deep sentimental attachment to your father's vintage bike?
Ben, it's just a bike. I can put it back together in about a half an hour. That's assuming, of course, I can find that key.
What key are you talking about?
Key to my dad's safe. I remember he hid it somewhere on this bike, but I've looked everywhere and I can't find anything that even looks like a key.
What's in the safe that's so important?
My dad's will. I'm counting on him to tell the truth about me, finally.
Why did he keep you a secret all these years?
He didn't want people to find out about my mom.
What's so bad about Mrs. Corley?
She wasn't my mom.
Ah. But how are we going to get in the factory?
In the back of the factory, there's a secret entrance that leads straight into Dad's office. He used to sneak me in so I could help him with his bike designs.
When he got too old to do all the work himself?
Nah, this is back when I was 6.
How do I find the secret passage?
Well, it's tricky. You have to wait for all the utility meters to turn black. Then you kick the wall in just the right spot and you're in.
How was your flight?
Well, there were some explosions during takeoff and I landed in a minefield, but other than that, it was fine.
I'm fine, by the way. Thanks for asking.
Great, now help me find that key.
Remember that time you tried to kill me?
Yeah, we really taught you a lesson. Get it?
What are we in, anyway?
It's a C-330 Big Mouth Industrial Cargo Jumbo Transport we fixed up. We want to get it rolling so we can take it to biker rallies.
You're going to try to fly this thing?
Rolling, Ben. Rolling. This baby's flying days are over, just like mine.
How do I find the right spot to kick?
Dad just knew exactly where to kick it. But I remember that there was this big crack in the wall, and if I lined up that crack with my eye level and kicked the wall right in front of me, this weird portal would open up.
What if I can't find that spot?
Just line up your eyes with the crack, wait for the meters to go black, and kick.
That kicking part is pretty vague.
Look, I was only 6. Give me a break.
I'll never find that secret passage.
Hey, Ben, can't you see I'm busy? If I could find the spot to kick when I was only 6, I'm sure you can find it on your own.
I'll never find that secret passage.
Hey, Ben, can't you see I'm busy? If I could find the spot to kick when I was only 6, I'm sure you can find it on your own.
I'll see what I can do.
Right. Here, take the photos. I don't want them. Show them to someone important if you get a chance.
It's sealed shut. It's closed. Well, this must be Mo's wall. Don't see anything special about it, except for that crack she mentioned. These must be the meters Mo was talking about. Well, this must be Mo's wall. Don't see anything special about it, except for that crack she mentioned. This must be Mo's wall. Don't see anything special about it, except for that crack she mentioned. Don't want the power company after me, too. Must be Mo's wall. Don't see anything special about it, except for that crack she mentioned. There's some sort of card. A tape. I sure hope that's Corley's will. It's open. It's empty. Very austere. No drawers. Look at that stadium burn. That's gonna take a bite out of the pension fund. Now that's art. This is where you put the card. These need more exposure than that. Cool. Looks like the meeting started.
Was not only an inspirational leader, but also a great personal friend. His loss affects us all deeply. Malcolm and I spoke often of the future. We talked of a day when Corley Motors would move beyond its humble beginnings into a new vehicular age. And although his tragic death took him from us sooner than anyone expected, Malcolm Corley's dream remains. And I shall carry out that dream in his memory. Ladies and gentlemen, I am pleased to present to you the future of Corley Motors, the Corley Minivan.
Corley was right. I never dreamed it would actually come to minivans, though.
What you see before you right now is my vision for progress.
Oh, perfect.
This is a disaster.
You're telling me? We're gonna have some major downtime here. Why don't you tell a joke or something?
I don't know any jokes. You know, this reminds me of an amusing anecdote about
Well, I'm out of ideas.
There's probably not really sure that should be something that things would know, but
Now this is multimedia.
that should be something that things would know, but Corley Motors has always been a dynamic company. Well, there's probably the shareholders life. Now, this next slide shows our new, more aggressive corporate strategy.
Hello there. If you're hearing this, I must have croaked. Well, people gotta move on, you know, and make room for other people. And that's what I'm here to talk about today. I've made room for someone else to take my place at Corley Motors. And it ain't that embezzling crook Adrian Ripburger. Rip, you don't belong at the head of my company. You belong in jail. I let that man talk me into far too many things. Like keeping my daughter a secret. He was wrong. I was wrong. I should have stood by her. I hope, Maureen, that you forgive me. And that you take over Corley Motors and run it however you see fit. All right, that's enough. How do I turn this damn thing off?
I'm sorry you had to hear that tape from one of Malcolm's psychiatric sessions. Near the end, he suffered many paranoid delusions. He was haunted by powerful forces of his own creation.
And here's one of them. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Maureen Corley, and do I have a heck of a story for you. By the time I'm done, you'll see why this man should be in jail. Hey! Where'd he hobble off to?
Uh-oh. There he goes.
And then he sent his goons after me.
I thought you said this thing couldn't move.
I said it couldn't fly. I never said it couldn't taxi.
Well, flying would be nice since we're headed for the gorge.
Ripburger, you're going to kill all of us.
Shh, Ben, don't worry.
How do you stop this thing?
From the cockpit. Doc!
Careful, Ben!
So much for the controls. I could have used those. Let me try that again. Here goes nothing.
What the?
Ben, what did you do? Ben, are you alive?
I am, but I don't know about Ripburger.
I can see him. He's out cold. Climb back here quick.
Well, that answers that.
Wait, come back! We need your weight in the plane!
Life was a game to him, and he played it by his own rules. He was a mystery to most of us, and yet an inspiration to us all. He gave us freedom. He gave us power. He gave us wings. He gave us wheels. Thank you, Malcolm Corley, for giving us a dream that will never die.
So, maybe we could do lunch sometime next week.
Yeah, sure. Lunch sounds great.
Things aren't gonna change, are they, Ben? I mean, just because I'm in charge of the company now, and living in a mansion and riding around in limos, well, that doesn't mean we won't spend a lot of time together, does it?
Look, Mo, you're in a different league now. You shouldn't be hanging out with the likes of me anymore.
But Ben... Oh, just a second. Hello? What? No, that's crazy. Is he nuts? Look, move the meeting up to 5 and tell the plant foreman that I'm coming over personally to inspect those parts. I know, that's what I told him. Excuse me, what was that last part? No, that alloy was flawed to begin with. Uh-huh, yeah.